Unfortunately, most reported UFO and paranormal cases, as you know, are one-time happenings or are completely unpredictable. So we must rely on the subjective responses of the witnesses to those events. And in these cases, we cannot easily measure or study them. However, those accounts can also be documented and cataloged in such a way as to provide some meaningful data for scientists to use to analyze. Certainly, social scientists can benefit from a robust database of witness experiences. We can look for patterns or other interesting information that could come forward from such a database. Science and the scientific method, in my opinion, is the best we've got to understand the world around us. It can also give us much needed grounding when dealing with these subjects. I personally incorporate the scientific method whenever possible. Just like the spooklight investigation that I had spoke of earlier, in that case it helped us to determine at least some of the reported phenomena were car headlights at a distance of about 9 kilometers. And these car headlights were refracting off a surrounding body of water and electrical poles. So the lights, viewed at such a distance, appeared, as opposed to 2 car headlights, as singularly to the witnesses. And these witnesses, because of the myths surrounding the area and the ghost story, when they were in the line of sight that they were able to view this natural spectacle, they interpreted them as being paranormal. I even went so far as to put this all into a mathematical equation, and I was so proud of myself for being able to do so at the time. And to be honest, this was fairly easy to do because we had, fairly reliable events, and therefore they were somewhat predictive. So we were able to observe, measure, and study fairly easily at least those spook lights that turned out to have a natural phenomena behind them or a known cause. In cases such as those, and especially UFO hotspots like, the Hessdalen lights in Norway that you yourself had spent time studying in 2001, in those kind of cases, the scientific method must always be incorporated, in my opinion. If we're to have any true understanding of what may be going on with these phenomena. Sometimes the professional skeptics, they like to co-opt the word science as if they speak for it. And this personally, it irks me. Especially when they try to say that science finds the subject of UFOs or the paranormal as somehow dumb or somehow beneath scientific inquiry, and that people who experience, these types of things, including seeing UFOs, are obviously they're woo-woos, they're crazy, there's something wrong with them, or they're just plain mistaken. And I want to leave you with something here, and I'm going to describe my idea of skepticism. In my opinion, true skepticism it's a process of thorough inquiry. It does not have an ultimate directive to debunk, much like actual science. It seeks to openly ask constructive questions, to seek explanations, and sometimes those explanations, particularly when it comes to UFOs or paranormal phenomena, sometimes they can be found. I also feel that a true skepticism is willing to share those findings with other researchers, with other people, to be open to peer review and to be questioned, and to respectfully recognize the meaning that it's held for those people who are witnessing it. No matter what their findings are or how we feel about what they believe the phenomena is, I think it's important to respect them, because they're the ones who have the true experience, and they're the ones who are imparting it to us. And I think most of all, we have to recognize that sometimes the only answer that remains after all of it is I don't know what it was, but someone experienced it. I like to think of myself in that way. I like to think of myself and my own research efforts as being that of a true skeptic. Thank you very much again for allowing me to be a guest here on Radio Alchemy. And I just want to wish all the best to you, dear friends, for 2016. Thanks so much again. Bye.